Hello everyone, it's Friday the 7th of May and I thought I'd give another update. I know I only made a video yesterday, but things are changing so quickly. I thought I'd make another one so that you're up to date with the news that I've got here in Mallorca. It's the 7th of May 2021, and if you want to receive updates then please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and you'll get notified when I upload a new video. So I've just been watching Grant Shapps give his report, and I don't think we actually learnt anything very new. He announced his traffic light system, and interestingly on that, the most interesting thing to me was that Turkey was on that list, and some people had been writing to me saying that they would be going to Turkey this year because it's much cheaper. Well, at the moment I don't think you will be going to Turkey because Turkey's now on the red list, and they don't want anybody to be going there. Spain appears to be on the amber list, which means after the 17th of May, as far as the UK are concerned, you could come, and on your return you would end up being in quarantine. It'd be quarantine at home, so not as bad as having to pay for one of these hotel quarantines, but still a quarantine. You still have to have a test, both ends you've got to have tests, so they've got to be paid for. But that's as far as the UK government is concerned. Here in Spain, you're not allowed to enter until after the 31st of May, so you can't come anyway, not for holiday purposes. So everything's on hold, and we were just waiting now for the next review. And he, in his message, he said that there would be a review in 3 weeks' time. So we'll see what happens in 3 weeks. Hotels here in Mallorca are beginning to open, so this week some hotels have opened, and over the next week or two other hotels are going to be opened. And we are getting tourists. The tourists obviously are not coming from Britain, but coming from other parts of Europe where there are less restrictions as far as travel are concerned. People are still having to have their PCR tests, but they're willing to pay for those and come to Mallorca for their holidays. So we do have quite a few tourists already here. I did mention yesterday about the restrictions being eased here in Mallorca, and earlier in the week there were some of the bars and restaurants got together and they threatened what's being termed here as a rebellion. And what they were saying was, we're going to open it anyway because we've got nothing to lose anymore, we've lost everything, we're going to stay open all day every day. Well, the government obviously listened to them, and there was a meeting yesterday, went well into the evening, and following the decision to ease the restrictions next week, they decided that bars and restaurants will be able to stay open from Sunday all the way through the day. So no longer will they have to close at 5 p.m, they can stay open right through till 10:30 in the evening. I'm sure that's going to be great news. The downside was they still won't be able to open any interiors, at least not for the time being. And next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, they'll be open on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You'll be able to stay open till 10:30 as well. And then from Sunday, next Sunday, a week on Sunday, then it's planned for open all day, every day. And then on the 23rd, interiors will be opened. So that's the current plan. I'm sure they're going to keep their eye on the numbers and making sure that there's no spikes. But as of the 23rd of May, people will be able to go to restaurants and sit inside. There'll be a restriction. It will be 50% interiors, and the exteriors, the rules are not particularly changing there. So, more good news. More people here are being vaccinated, and in the last 24 hours 15,000 people were vaccinated. 70% of the over 60s have been vaccinated, and starting next week over 55s are going to be invited to take their vaccine. So that's all picking up at a tremendous rate, and it's looking really good. So I think by the time we get to the end of May, we'll have a really large proportion of our population here in Mallorca who've actually received their first vaccine. Many of them will have received the second vaccine, and stand a good chance of being on the UK's green light system. That will depend, of course, whether they count us with the rest of Spain, because in some parts of Spain they do have a lot more cases than we have here. Still very low numbers of cases here, Low cases of new cases are very low, and also the death rate is very low, which is great news. So yesterday we did go to that concert. It was an extraordinary concert, extraordinary in many ways. It was not an expected concert, it was not on the list of concerts, but it was extraordinary in the quality of music that we were listening to. The theme for the concert, or the dedication for the concert, was to those who'd lost their lives through COVID, and also dedicated to hope and celebration for the future. It was split into two halves. The first half, a piece by Sibelius, and then an amazing piece by Beethoven, which saw the cellist Emmanuel and his two sons, Liam and Raphael. Liam and Raphael on violin and piano, and Emmanuel on the cello. Were doing an amazing job, and it was really appreciated by the audience that was there. In the second half, it was Lorena Valero, a soprano, and she sang some less familiar pieces. Certainly I'd not heard of the composers, and Anita's a music teacher and she wasn't very familiar with them either, but it was still excellent. Really enjoyable concert, well appreciated, standing ovation by the people that were there. And all for €5. We paid €5 for this concert, and it was actually more people in the orchestra than I've seen in any concerts, I think, this season. Another weather update. I did say to you yesterday that we've got a good weekend ahead of us. I read today that the temperature by Sunday could be up into the 30s, maybe 30, 31 degrees. It's going to be summer temperatures here at this weekend. But by Monday and Tuesday, the temperature is going to drop 4 or 5 degrees. And there's a storm about to hit the mainland, and we'll probably just get the tail end of that storm. So we're expecting a drop of temperature, and we'll get some rain, but probably not too much. But on the mainland, they could be expecting some quite serious weather. Football update, only 5 matches left. Mallorca are playing Malaga tomorrow, 9 o'clock local time, and it's on YouTube. If you're outside of Spain, you can watch it on YouTube. You just go to La Liga Smart Bank on YouTube, just go for a search for that, and you can watch the matches live, or at least all the matches recently you've been able to watch live, so hopefully you can get that. That's where we'll be watching it. We can't go to Malaga to watch the match, and we can't go to our local bar to watch the match, so we'll be watching it on our TV, and hopefully we'll get 3 points. There was a little bit of doubt about some of the players, picked up injuries, we've got a suspension as well, but it sounds as though we're going to have a fairly full strength team, so hopefully 3 points for the trip to Malaga. We're all hoping for that. And I think that's the end of the news, so thanks for watching, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. We're going out tomorrow. I'm still not sure exactly where we're going. We're picking up one of our granddaughters tomorrow to take her out for the day, and so, well, tune in tomorrow and we'll see where we've been. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.